Hi. Today I'm going to teach you to make animated gun parts for Unturned. In the next video I'm going to show camera shake and firing animations. I'm Brazilian and unfortunately my English sucks. So, I paid $20 for this fucking AI translator. I'm going to teach you from start to the end with everything you need to know, since from setting up your Unity project up to rigging your gun and importing into the game. There is other videos teaching this, but for some reason, looks like the modders just want to hide things and make your life a pain in the ass. First, we are going to set up the Unity project. The current version of Unturned's Unity is 2021. 3.29F1. After you create a new project, go to Assets, Import Package, Custom Package and find where your Unturned is installed. Then, go to Extras, Sources and import the project Unity package. This package is quick to import. When it's completed, do the same to the example assets package. We're going to need it because it's faster to create the items prefabs having a ready example. This package takes a lot to import, but it's normal. Once it's imported, your Unity should look like this. Now, we are going to set up our Unturned mod folder. Open your game, go to Workshop, Editor and create a new map. You can call it whatever you want. Open it in the editor. Save and exit. Now go to your Unturned Bundles folder. Copy the master bundle.dat. Go to your Maps folder. Your map, create a folder called Bundles. Then inside Bundles create a folder with your mod name. Paste the master bundle.dat inside it. In Unity, create a folder with your mod name. Then, create a label with the name of your mod.masterbundle. Now, open your masterbundle.dat. On asset bundle name, type in the name you labeled earlier in Unity. On asset prefix, type in the name of the folder that your mod is in Unity. You can now save it and close. In Unity, go to Window, Unturned, Master Bundle tool. You can grab this and drag it to here. To make things easier in the future. Select Asset Bundles, check the box with your bundle. Go to Master Bundles and click in the dots. Now go to where your masterbundle.dat is located. And click Select Folder. The Export button should pop up. Now that everything in your mod folder is ready, let's go to Blender and rig our gun. One thing to keep in mind, when your 3D model is ready, apply rotation and scale. Gun should be pointing toward Y-axis. Hitting the button 3 in the keyboard should look like this. To make things easier in the future, if you are going to animate more than one gun, make sure the guns are in the same world space position. I prefer to set the middle of the gun at 0 point in Blender. This makes so much easier because you can reuse the position or the animations for more than one gun. Now hit Shift+C to snap the 3D cursor at point 0 in the world, where your gun should be located. Add a new armature. Single bone. Go to Edit Mode, rename the bone you just created in a way you know it is the main gun bone. I usually name it Weapon Root. Put the bone in a place that you think it's better. Usually I put it in the middle of the grip or near the trigger. Now, hit Shift+D to duplicate this bone. Position your new bone to the moving parts in the gun you want to animate and name it. After you finish positioning the bones, select your 3D model. Go to Modifiers, add an armature modifier. Select Preserve Volume. After this, go to Data. Start creating vertex groups with the name of the bones you just made. Make a vertex group for every bone. The mesh should have separated parts with non-connected vertex for each part you want to move. Remember, the group's names needs to be the same as the bone's names, including the uppercase letters. Now, start selecting the parts you want to move hitting the L button. For example, I want the slide to move, so I select the slide and everything that should move with it. Then I go to the slide vertex group and hit Assign. Do this for every moving part. Now select every vertex group. Hit Ctrl+I and select your main gun bone. Now hit Remove. This is going to remove any vertex that are assigned in more than one vertex group. Your mesh should look like this, every moving part outside of the root bone. Select your 3D model, hit Shift and select your armature. Hit Ctrl+P and select Object, keep Transform. Now select everything and copy with Ctrl+C. Now, time to select the rig. Most people use the advanced Unturned player rig. You can download here. The link is in the description. I prefer to use mine, but the process is the same for both. Now, paste your weapon and armature in the player rig project. Add an empty, plain axis. Rename it to your in-game item ID. In my case, the ID of my gun is 34005. Select your gun armature, go to the parenting session. Make it parent of the plain axis. Make the plain axis parent to the skeleton, right hook. Now you can start animating. Important note. Make sure that the skeleton and the gun armature have the same animation selected. When you are done animating, create a non-linear track like this. Select the animations, both for the armature and the gun, and place all the animations in the non-linear animation. When you are done, it should look like this. Export with this configuration. Remember to save it for make it easy in the future. Save it in a place that you remember. Now, export your model with the same configuration. Now, in Unity, create a folder to import your content. For the animation, click in Model. Disable Convert Units, Import Visibility, Import Cameras and Import Lights. In the Rig section, select Legacy. In the animation section, disable keyframe reduction. In materials, set to none. After hitting apply, we need to set the wrap mode to clamp forever. Now, it's time to start setting up the animation. Go to the non-linear animation and see what frames each animation takes. In my case, the equip animations takes from the frame 0 to the frame 16. So, in Unity, I set the equip animation to have that length. Now press the plus button and go to the next animation. In my case, my gun have an animation called fire. Later we are going to use it to make the slide have a blowback when shoot. This animation is only set in the gun armature, there is no need to make it in the skeleton too. All animations need to be set to clamp forever. Make this to every single animation. In the end, it should look like this. Now that the animations are set, let's set the gun model. Use this configuration to import. Now, let's take a gun that already exists. Go to Core Master Bundle, Items, Guns, select one and click Ctrl+D. And grab to our mod folder. Create a folder called Items, Guns, your gun name. Delete the textures, we already have textures for our gun. Drag and drop the animations prefab and the item prefab to the scene. Reset the transforms and unpack the prefabs. Do the same for our gun object. Open our model and drag the armature and the 3D model of the gun. Drop outside the prefab. Delete the prefab. Open the item prefab. Drag and drop our armature and 3D model to it. Reset the transforms. Delete the original models of the guns, keeping just our model and armature. Tag everything to item, both the armature and the 3D model. Now adjust the LOD groups. Don't forget to change the box collider to match our gun size. Now let's change the animations. Delete every animation of the old gun. Add our animations. Go to our gun folder. Delete and replace the item prefab and the animations prefab. Now, to test if everything is working fine, rename our item prefab that is in the scene to our item ID. Go to Resources, Characters, drag and drop the preview dummy to the scene and reset the transform. Unpack the dummy and our gun prefab and open it. Go to Skeleton, Spine, Right Shoulder, Right Arm, Right Hand, Right Hook. Drag and drop our weapon inside the right hook and reset the transform. Set the Z rotation to 90 degrees. Go to our animation prefab, animation and copy component. Go to the dummy and paste the component. Go to Window, Animation. Select an animation and press play. The animation should play. If your gun is in the wrong position, we need to fix it. The best way to correct this is opening our gun that is in the dummy hand. Selecting the armature, looking at Blender and seeing where the gun should be. In my case, sometimes this happens because of the rig that I'm using. In my rig, the right hook bone is disconnected of the rest of the bones, so it may cause some problems. Just drag to the right position. Remove the gun from the dummy. Reset the prefab, rename to the item name. Recalculate bounds and box collider. Delete the old gun prefab and replace with this, and the gun is ready. Now, let's copy a gun from the game and paste to our gun folder. The name of the folder has to be the same that our gun in Unity. In this case I used Ace, you can pick whatever you want. We are going to change it later. We need to create the folders with the correct names. Once you are done, change the item ID. Don't forget to import the magazine model and make the same process of creating the folders. After setting up the .dat, open Unity and hit Export Bundle. When it's done, let's test in the game. Sometimes one or another animation don't get exported in the non-linear animator. To fix this, just select again the armature and the skeleton. Go to non-linear, delete the old ones and replace. Export again. To import, you don't need to erase everything, just copy your animation FBX and replace in Unity, like this. Grab the animations and bundle again. Now it's working as intended, just a few more hours of work and it should be fine. In the next video I'm going to show how to make shooting animations and camera shake. That's it. Until next time.